Hi everyone, my name is Matthew Stephensen, and today I'm here to present an AutoCAD tutorial on how to set up a new CAD work environment. I underwent placement at the Barcoo Shire Council, which provide water supply, road maintenance and essential utilities to the Barcoo Shire. During my placement, I worked in the Works and Services Department, undertaking project management activities, on-site management, asset management, as well as 2D and 3D drafting, inventory management, and flood damage investigation. When I started at the Barcoo Shire, I needed to construct a work drawing template for my AutoCAD system, as the council did not have any in use at the time. It needed to be efficient and professional, and this is what we'll be learning today. In the tutorial, I will demonstrate how to set up a page for efficient use, how to create important layers, and how to create a professional title block. This video tutorial has been designed so that viewers can follow along in their own AutoCAD program. The first objective is to set up a more efficient CAD environment. To do this, we'll move the Properties and Layers tab over to the left-hand side of the screen. To do this, click the Layers Properties tab to open it up here and go to Properties, click this down arrow to open it up as well. Then simply click on these auto hide bars and move them to the side of the screen. Keep pressing them until they are both minimized, like so. The second objective is to create important universal layers that you will use in every drawing. Layers can help you quickly manipulate many different aspects of the drawing at once. And there are several layers that we will create today on top of the one that's here currently. The ones that we will be creating today will be, to do this, go to the Layer Properties Manager on the side of your screen and click the Create New icon, which is this icon here. It has a gold star next to it. And then, once you click that, create the properties that you see here. For this one, for the next one, border lines, we will change the thickness of the lines a little bit. The line weight, we will change that to 25 mil. This will help us later when we create our title block, so just keep that in mind. And then for the last two, we'll create page lines and viewport lines. I like to create page lines as yellow so that they stand out, and viewport lines you can make whatever color you would like. What does matter, however, for these two are these printer buttons here, and I would like you to press the printer buttons for page lines and viewport lines. This way, no matter what, they will never ever end up on a published plot, so you won't be able to print these lines accidentally, which is very handy for what we're going to do next. And now we can move on to creating the title block for the next objective. To start off with, select the page lines layer as your active layer. This way, all of these lines won't print, and so you'll be able to use lots of construction lines without having to worry about deleting them all. Now, when we go into Layout 1 or Paper Space, you'll see that there's a viewport here already. I want you to go ahead and delete this viewport. We'll make a new one later. We need to click on Print Preview to set up the page properly. I'm going to set this page up for an A4, but normally in the workplace you will go and set it up as an A3 sheet, but for this particular demonstration I'm going to connect it to my printer and set it up as an A4 sheet of paper. Now you do this at the start because every time you change the plot settings, the page jumps around and your work will be shifted up a few centimeters. And put it on Layout, go Apply to Layout here and click OK. And so now your page is ready. To begin setting up your page, create a rectangle from the outermost edge of the page and drag it all the way across the white screen. And then once you've done that, once you've got it as close as you can get it, like this, create a line 10 centimeters out from the bottom corner. And basically what we're going to do is create a grid. So the easy way to type this is 10 and then your polar angle. So 10, 180, drag it perpendicular all the way up the screen to there. And then measure again, down 10 centimeters. Oh, sorry, not 10 centimeters, 10 millimeters in paper space. All the way across the screen again. So you've just created a little grid around the white screen. Now we want you to switch to, go Layer Properties Manager, click your border lines, which we changed to 25.25 mils. Create another rectangle from this corner through to this corner, and that's the border of your workspace. So this is where all your workspace will happen. To create where the text box are going to go, I want you to go to the bottom corner again, here, and measure up 20 mils. So my mouse is all over the place, but the easy way to type it is 20 tab 90, and then perpendicular across the screen. And then to subdivide it, go halfway across the screen again using your midpoint snap, and down. And then for the last bit, go here, measure 80 mils across at 0, and down again. And now you've subdivided your area into a text box here and then more useful information here. So to create the text box, we get here, measure down 5 mils is normally a good start. And then drag it across, and then if you want, keep going to the next one. Now that we have that, we can begin to type in some important text that you'll be using pretty much in every drawing. So to do that, we go mtext, drag the first corner here, and drag it here. And then for the text in this line, I like to put the company name, in capitals of course. So for my particular situation, it would have been Barcoo Shire Council here. Copy this again if you would like, speed things up, and then you can just edit it from the get-go. And then for the next lot of text, it depends on your personal preference, but what I like to do is just double click to edit. I'll go drawing name or drawing title, click out, drawing subtitle, and then the drafter's name. So that will be your name, but for me, this is Matthew Stephensen. Fantastic. And then on the other side, create another set of mtext. And now, for this particular box, you can either do like a drawing number or a revision number. For this one, I will use a drawing number. Some employers might like you to number all their drawings, so you might go 0000. This one you can make either a page number or a revision number. And you can put first draft. And then for this final one I like to use, and the most important one actually, is the scale. And you'll set it to NTS at the moment. And then whenever you figure out the scale of a drawing, you'll just put that there. Fantastic. Okay, and we're almost done. Now, the next thing we need to set up is a viewport. So go ahead and switch to your viewport, which, as we made sure from the last one, isn't printable. And then type in your viewport. And then it will go single, click OK, pick the top corner of your grid, go all the way down to the bottom, and there you go, there's your viewport. And now for the last step, what we'll do is we'll check to see if our lines are printed, so we'll go print preview. And as you can see, all of the border lines and yellow lines, they are not visible, and neither is the viewport line either. So it's just our border lines in our work that can be seen, which is exactly what we wanted. Okay, and then click cancel and go File, Save As, and you can save this as a drawing template. And then you can save it in your templates. I'll call this my Berkshire Council A4. So that, whenever you need to start a new drawing in A4, you can find it here in templates. And then you save, click all layers as reconciled. Okay, fantastic. And then if I go Control, New, and then Baku A4, and open it up, there's my template ready to go. After watching this tutorial, you will now be able to set up a new CAD space for efficiency, as well as create a professional title block that complies to the relevant Australian standards. Thank you very much for watching. If you have any questions, you can contact me using the details below. Thank you again, and have a nice day.